How to modify any point-and-shoot camera with GoPro accessories.
Today, we implemented a new Sony RX100 Mark 1 or 2 or 3 hack, and what we did is we took this multi-purpose selfie tripod pole. It's made for GoPro really. What we did is we attached a camera to it. Instead of buying a smoothie, a Steadicam for that purpose, we're just going to use a pole to film outside. The cool thing is we can do a lot of things. It doesn't have to go just on this tripod. It can now go anywhere with various mounts. We took the GoPro concept of how it attaches to things and thought real quick on how we're gonna do that with a Sony RX100. This is how it's attached. It has a tripod mount right here connected to an extension, which is also called an arm, and we can go back and forth and do it on whatever we want, just like the GoPro. It's fairly steady and it can really go anywhere. That's just a tripod mount, for example. These right here are the items you need for a rig. You need a camera with a tripod insert, female. You'll need a tripod mount for the GoPro, an arm to extend past the tripod mount. This is what I did with it, I'll explain later. And a 1/4-inch metal rod, which you can see these all are the same. That was my experiment on it to see exactly what length I need. You'll need this to attach it to the rest of the items. This is how we're gonna connect it to the metal rod. This is a 1/4-inch metal rod that you're able to get in any store, hardware store that you'd like. I got this in Israel, so that just shows you. And it cost me about $1.50 for about 3 feet of this metal rod. The purpose is to connect us between the female of this tripod extension to the camera.
Measure and mark this to see where you need to cut it. It doesn't need to be super accurate, just close.
That I just caught with a hacksaw. Now the reason why I cut it so small is because I have to insert it to this. So what you do, you screw it all the way in, and then you tighten it. Now, I already got it measured really well, so I know how much I need to tighten it. It's just all the way for me. Now it's nice and tight in there. And take your camera and attach it. Now that you have it attached to your camera, you still need to attach it to an arm for GoPro. So what I did is I took the nut off, but then it has like an extra plastic piece for the nut, and it doesn't fit, right? Not only doesn't fit with the nut, see how there's 2 nuts and you have to put a screw in? If you take the nut off, the extra plastic piece is gonna be too long for your GoPro items to attach it. So what you need to do is you need to break it. Break it in half. I took one piece of it out, as you can see here. So this is the broken arm piece, and I just, like I said, I broke the nut and the extra plastic piece off. So it's a broken arm, okay? It's broken, and you still put it in here. I scraped this with sandpaper in order for it to have friction on the screw for the GoPro. We'll have all the traction in the world for this. So with the Leatherman, I put this on here, tightened it, and then I took the screw with the broken headpiece and also tighten it with the Leatherman so no one can take it off. Then all you have to do is make sure that there's friction between the tripod mount and the camera itself. You know, it's fully attached, and when you tighten it so hard to make it locked, you have to make sure that it's not sideways. If the final screwing turns out to be like that, that's sideways, and you do not want that. You want it to be straight. This is pretty much straight forward. All that's left to do now is pick the mount you want and just mount it on whatever you want. You can put this on your head if you'd like. And this is the very unedited Andrea taking this pole. That's the contraption. How does it look? You gotta untighten it a little bit. And as you can see, I made it really, really hard on her.
My husband tightens things way too tight.
That's just so it doesn't fall out, because she's afraid of it.
That gives you a huge extension, and I can do even more than that.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
The sole reason for this is so we don't have to buy another mount. We didn't make this because we have nothing better to do in our lives. It's just a waste of money to buy another mount, so we destroyed didn't even destroy anything actually. We just destroyed one arm extension, which costs probably 50 cents.
Nice angle, nice little selfie stick, away from your face. This type of camera, it shows everything. So if it's, you know, 6 more inches away, it's a lot better. And this is perfect.
Okay.
Very happy.
You're welcome.
This is great for showing a whole bunch of things in the scene. This particular shot right here is in use without the stick, and you can see how close it is to my face. I have lots of imperfections, and that's not really nice to see. And this shot here is with me using the selfie stick. You can see it's a lot farther away from my face. If your camera is not really wide angle, you can get a lot more with this setup. And it gets it away from your face if you don't want to show everything. I hope this has been helpful for you, and if it was, please give it a thumbs up and share this video. And check out our other videos because we make a video every single day on this channel. Have a great day. What was that about?
Get him, Kitty!
So good! Oh my goodness! Awesome daddy and husband.
He's actually playing.